And so it sounds like you have so much experience and passion caring about people. So we want to focus a little bit on, have you had an example where, why someone so good has left you and what did you do
Mm.
wrong or what were some of the things there? So like I said, you have a lot in play of just the care and concern and even process and frameworks that you're using. Have you had the experience where someone really good left and what did you learn?
Yeah, really good question. And there's some deep thoughts there. And for me, when it comes to developing team members, I guess I approach it with the mindset of helping them become the best that they can be and to be a disciple in other places as well. I guess I've always never felt like somebody needs to stay loyal to me. And I guess I define love as self-giving. And it's more like, what can I invest in team members so that they can go? And if it means moving on to another place, I want to know that I gave them my best and the current knowledge that I have or wisdom that I can pass on to them for them to be successful so that they can create more mentors, so that they can create more successes in the teams that they're a part of or the companies that they get to work with. And so have I been saddened by people that have left because, there's been a lot of investment and a lot of opportunity? Absolutely. And some dear, dear friends who I would call friends now, and no longer mentees, but they've moved on and they've claimed, success, and they're receiving a new mentor and they're training or new mentee in their processes. And that is just some of the biggest satisfaction that I can see. Now, workplace related for somebody who came in, I don't have a great example of something like that. Um, I guess my stories would maybe be on the lines of like, I felt like maybe some people left maybe little too early for monetary things, maybe things of that nature. But ultimately, the way that I approach it is simply like, I want them to be the best and not to hold them back and not to be overtly controlling in that nature, but to help them play to win and whatever desires or passions that they're having in their pursuits.
Yeah, investing in somebody and building them up. I mean, that's what we're called to do as leaders of companies, owners, entrepreneurs. Call it what you will. At this point, we have an obligation. I say moral obligation. We have a calling. It's on us. We have to build people. We have to invest in people for them to be their best. Period. They're going to leave, but that doesn't change the loyalty concept. Loyalty doesn't mean stay.
Yeah.
Loyalty means we just developed a rapport and a relationship that we get to both carry on forever. Does it hurt once in a while? Absolutely. You're like, man, I thought this guy or this gal would be with me for the rest of my life. And that would be a disservice to them. We had a guy on the show, I don't know, 6, 8 weeks ago, and he created in his group, he came from Procter Gamble. He's got a coaching business now. I forget his name. I apologize for getting his name. He was very impactful. But he said, we created an alumni from the business. And when you leave, we have a separation, but we don't separate. You're a part of the alumni. We have Christmas parties. You get invited. And he says, the reality is these guys go away and they go think their grass is greener, but they also get educated at the next group and they learn all these new gifts. And then they reapply and like, hey, would you have me back? He's like, absolutely. You're part of the alumni. And not everybody, of course, makes alumni. We need to separate some people because they don't belong with us. But the ones that do, that we invest in, loyalty never goes away. The phone call is only a phone call. You just call them or you text them, how you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. But they're out learning stuff that they're going to bring back and be able to teach. In
Yeah.
some cases, we've brought some people back over the years, and that's really powerful. And hearing that he created an alumni, like and very intentional that when you leave, I think that's a powerful tool. And,
Thanks.
and then we implemented it, and we haven't had anybody join yet because everybody's staying. But it's being in business 40 years, I had to figure it out pretty early. Like, man, I got to keep these people for a while. I got to grow them to be their
Mm.
best. And I have tenured employees still in the field that have been with me 35 years. And literally that was a true gift to me because we were able to get them in. I couldn't afford to pay them. I paid them cheap. And then now they make a lot of money, but it took us a long time to build to that level. But I
Yeah.
was just loyal to them and they knew they could count on we're going to grow. We're going to get smarter. We're going to read books. We're going to get conferences. We're going to go to classes. We're going to engage really smart people. We're going to bring in teachers. We're going to bring in coaches. Always have the power or the law of anticipation, as it's called by Maxwell. You're anticipating next steps. You don't leave.
Mm.
I wrote
Yep.
a chapter called In Sickness and in Health, and it's because we know when they're going to call in sick on Monday and when they're going to call in sick on Fridays. It isn't chicken wings, people, and it isn't bad sushi. It's because the health of the company, the health of the role they're filling got unhealthy. They don't know what's next. And if
Yeah.
we keep them informed as to what is next, that's a game changer. They don't leave, man. They don't
Yeah.
leave because they're anticipating, okay, how can I grow? What else can I do? How can I get better? And everybody didn't grow at the same pace. They grow differently. And we have to be super empathetic to that. We have to understand, like Bryan said, the one guy finds peace and solace in working 80 hours. The other guy needs to go have margaritas in Mexico, Bryan. But, but that's a massive difference in understanding that. And I think that really does create a healthy environment for your team. Make sure they have the ability to do that freely. Make sure they're compensated to do that. Pay them well. Don't fight over a dollar. Pay them well. Do not use the golden handcuffs. I bought a pair of golden handcuffs I use in speeches. I have golden handcuffs and I hold them up. And if you feel that way, today's our last day together. I don't want you to feel controlled. I want you to feel in control. I want you to be a participant and a contributor, not controlled by the environment in which we created. And that's a very different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.